Indoor sunglasses, engage. Hello, and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hootmoney here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about Vinco Ventures, and we are going to be talking about the potential catalyst that we have right around the corner. We have the Proxy statement due April 30th, 2022. It's April 29th as I am speaking right now. Plus, we also saw an absolute boatload of institutional call option sweeps today. So we're going to be going over that as well and give you guys the general update for BBIG. So drop a like on the video if you guys enjoy this content. Let's get to 400 likes on this video because Tyde is right around the corner and we've been waiting for this for almost half a year at this point. So drop a like on the video if you guys appreciate this content. Also helps out the YouTube algorithm, gets this information flowing around. Subscribe to the channel if y'all are new, and without further ado, let's get right into today's video. All right, so as you guys can see here, we have the chart for BBIG. It did spike up during the early morning, and it's coming down as of right now. The last update, we were talking about BBIG and how it has entered into the buy zone. So as you guys can see, it bounced directly off of this green box. It never got deep into the green box, but it was still in the buy zone there for almost 3-4 days. You could have got shares for about 220 before it broke out of its downtrend, and now it's forming what appears to be an uptrend on BBIG. So let's just look at some of the volume here. So in particular, we want to look at the call option volume. We're on puts right now. The call option volume for the $3 strike price expiring May 6th, because this was the institutional trade right here. It was these call options. And as you guys can see, there's over 106,000 worth of volume on this one particular contract. I mean, even the 0 data expirations, there's 20,000 on that one. But this one particular contract, the May 6th, 2022, at the $3 strike price, it's just absolutely incredible. We're also seeing a lot of open interest building up for July. I'm not going to get anyone's hopes up this time, but it still could be very, very spicy. I mean, it is heating up there very, very well. Here is the Form 8K that was filed. This was filed a bit ago, but it essentially said that they were extending certain dates relating to the company's filing of a proxy statement to April 30th, 2022. So today's April 29th. Tomorrow's April 30th. That's when we should be getting that proxy statement for Tyde. And with that, we saw loads of institutional call option buying. So here you guys can see are all of the institutional call trades for BBIG as of today. We're not looking at unusual whales because unusual whales shows all call trades. And these are actually broken up into smaller call trades, right? So these are block trades of options that were bought by institutions. So if it shows up as $17,000 worth of premium, it may have been broken up into multiple different orders. So it's not going to show up in unusual whales for $17,000 of premium. But understand, these all came from institutions, and we'll just take a brief look at this. It's mostly the $3 strike price expiring on May 6, 2022. And let's just scroll down. So we'll just scroll down a little bit. It keeps going. It keeps going. And it just keeps going. And it just keeps on going. There was a few call options being bought on 425 as well, but as you guys can see, the volume from institutions was never really this high. I mean, 321, there was some, not nearly as many. 318, again, not nearly as many. I mean, we're just gonna keep scrolling here. There's nothing. Even on that January run-up, there was not nearly as many call options being bought as of today. So the call option volume today is absolutely remarkable on BBIG. There's never been anything like this before. And again, this is super, super significant, and it's coming right in a line with the proxy statement for Tyde. Anyways, I'd like to quickly thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Moomoo, a licensed FINRA broker that does absolutely zero payment for order flow. They also give away free level 2 data, so it's a very, very good brokerage platform in and of itself, but they're also running this promotion where all you have to do is click one of the links in the description or pin comment section down below, deposit $1 on their platform. You can get up to $7,000 in free stock. You can check it out using the link links below in the description or pinned comment section. You can get an Amazon stock, Tesla stock, Google stock, you name it, you can get it there on Moomoo, only using those links below in the description. And with that all being said, let's get right back into the video. All right, so here on Market Cypher, we're looking at the daily chart, and the daily chart just had its first green Heikin-Ashi candle in over 2 weeks. We're also looking at Market Cypher, green RSI, red money flow is curving up, and we are potentially going to get that VWAP crossover, which would mean we get the green dot signal. The green dot signal usually does turn out pretty well on the daily chart. As you guys can see, the last time that we got one was March 16th, and we did see some significant upside right there. We also got an oversold green means go buy signal right here in January, and then the one right here beginning of December did not work out as well, but it still led to a multiple day rally. So these are very, very significant signals, and they have led to some upside in the past. This is actually the 2-day chart, so the daily chart should have already got the signal. So the daily chart got the signal as of yesterday right there. 2-day signal gives a lot less signals. It's a little bit more accurate, but we are looking to be getting the 2-day green dot signal as well, as indicated by what we were obviously just looking at right there. Moving into the 4-hour chart, it's slightly overbought, but there is still room to go. VWAP is pointing down, but it is still defraying from the average, right? So it's nowhere near close to a VWAP crossover. So this could continue up potentially. Hourly chart is looking a little spicy. We did get the red dot as of a few hours ago, and we have been moving down ever since. This probably happened because max pain is at 250, so market makers are trying to burn those call and put premiums before the market closes as of today, since today is an options expiration. However, again, that does show that there is some downside risk. There hasn't really been a short sell signal. In fact, the short sell signals over the past few days have acted as strong buy signals, because right afterwards it starts ripping again. Here on Ortex, you guys can see there was a decrease in short interest of 5.67% as of today, with 3.8 million returned shares and another 1.17 million shares being borrowed. I'm interested to see how this data ends up playing out, because obviously returned shares are from 2 days ago. So the 3.8 million returned shares are likely from Wednesday. So they probably knew that this rally could potentially be coming. And that was also right here, right before the uptrend did start in BBIG. Utilization is still at 100%, and days to cover is now at 2.04, which is the highest days to cover that we have ever seen in the history of this stock, which could potentially lead to one of the more explosive rallies. As you guys can see, days to cover before the January rally peaked out at about 1.58. And as it came down, you guys can see it ended up hitting about $6 per share. So it's even higher right now, which potentially means we could see a much more explosive squeeze. And with Tyde coming, that means that shorts are going to have to pay that Tyde dividend. So there's going to be more incentive for shorts to cover, which is probably why we are seeing some return shares as of today. Moving into Fintel, it's number 60 on the short squeeze leaderboard, number 15 on the gamma squeeze leaderboard. So again, there is potential for a gamma squeeze in BBIG, even though a lot of the gamma did expire on April 14th. 300,000 shares available to be shorted right there on Fintel, and then they also list it at a 33% borrow rate. Short volume ratio has also been pretty high. It's always this high, and it's just sustaining about 50% shorted on a daily basis. So that also means that a lot of people are buying the stock, or else it would get absolutely wrecked to oblivion. So that is a good thing, considering they have 100% utilization and there's this much short volume. Just I don't get it, but it happens. Failure to delivers, again, we only have the data from March. There was 425,000 as of March 31st right there. Moving into the unusual whales options flow, we finally saw some hefty premium being spent here. There was a 0 day till expiration that YOLO'd in right there at 12 p.m. Let's just see how that worked out for them. All right, so they got in right here. Okay, so this is where they YOLO'd in. Stop buying 0 data expiration and weekly call options. It's ridiculous. I mean, come on. This person just blew 11K. I mean, this is an absolute clown right here. Now, given it was in the money, so they're not going to lose all of that premium because BBIG is obviously not going all the way down to $2 per share right now, but still, come on now. You just threw away some money. Buy yourself some shares. But regardless, this is a really, really nice looking options flow, and we're seeing some of the larger amounts of premium. Overall, it was 80% bullish. Bulls are mostly going for the July 15th options expiration. That expiration is definitely going to start heating up and going for that $3 strike price. Looking at the historical options volume, you guys can see market's not even closed yet, but we're already rivaling some of the options volume or call option volume that we have seen since March, which basically shows that there is some big news that is coming this weekend. We already know what it's going to be, the tyde proxy statement, but that is exactly why we have such high call option volume. And remember, it becomes a lot more risky when we do get high options volume. However, implied volatility is still pretty low. So it was chilling at about 125% implied volatility. It is still under 150% implied volatility. If we start looking at some of these at the monies right here, let's just look at May 20th. The at the money call option is chilling at about 150% implied volatility. Let's see what's going on in June. It's at 140% implied volatility. Historically speaking, it's never really been a terrible idea to buy call options when implied volatility is this low. And then especially considering if we do get that price jump up on Monday, I'm sure the implied volatility will spike up even more. So it could pay potentially to be buying options, call options, and holding them over the weekend, although it's not financial advice. And honestly, this video is going to be going up after market close anyways, so you gambling degenerates aren't going to hear this and you won't be able to buy your call options. Max pain for today is at $2.50. So again, that's likely why it has been coming down intraday, as it has gone above that max pain feature, and usually BBIG ends up hitting that max pain. So max pain's at about $2.50 to $2.45 right now. This could be one of the last dips that you're seeing on BBIG according to that max pain theory. The next monthly expiration, it's also at $2.50, but if we're just looking at the July expiration right here, that's at $2. And then here's the gamma exposure for BBIG. It's starting to heat up. It's obviously not as juicy as we were seeing during April 14th expiration. However, it is still decently juicy. And again, we can go back into the flow history right here and we can look at the total open interest. It's starting to heat up again, but overall the total open interest is definitely down from where it has been, and it's at some of the lower values that has been trading at over the past year since that September run up. Anyways, my friends, that's about it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, drop a like on it if you guys did. I am so pumped to see what happens on Monday. It's going to be an absolutely insane day. This was an insane week for BBIG, so drop a like on the video if y'all enjoyed this content. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. Turn on those post notifications so you never miss the update. Remember to join me live on stream every day at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been streaming. And with all that being said, that's about it, guys. Check out Moomoo if you want up to $7,000 in free stock, as long as you deposit $1 on their platform. And if you want to join Hootmoney Trade Alerts, code BIRTHDAY will give you $10 off your first month. It's the first link in the description down below. However, that code is expiring today. So if you were thinking about joining Hootmoney Trade Alerts, today is the day to do it, because tomorrow it'll be back to the normal rate of $25 per month. All right, so that's all I got, my friends. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.